Hi, I'm Taisia. It has been about 1 week since I did the early pruning of my melon plant. It has been growing steadily and now it is slightly above the railing. So I'm going to do the second round of pruning. Okay, as you can see, I have pruned off the leaves on the lower part of the plant near the soil level. This will help to improve the ventilation and also to prevent diseases, soil-borne diseases from going up the plant, especially if you do manual watering. Okay, and also if you see some leaves turning yellow, you can also prune them off. Okay, but even if they don't, it's still okay to prune them off early once you see your plant growing taller steadily. Okay, this will help prevent issues like powdery mildew or other kind of fungal related diseases. They may spread from bottom up. Okay, so let's see what else we can prune. Okay, you can see there are some new side vines trying to grow from the bottom, even though I pruned off the earlier ones a week ago. So I will pinch this off. Okay, because we want to keep the base of the plant as clean as possible, okay, to help with the ventilation and the prevention of soil-borne diseases. Okay, as you can see, there is actually a female flower right over here. Okay, see this one. Okay, how do you tell whether it's a male or female? Okay, a female flower has a baby fruit at the base of the flower, whereas for a male flower, the bulb part is much smaller. Okay, this is a male flower. See the bulb? It's much smaller. As for the female, this is much bigger. Okay, if you observe the inside of the flower, the female flower looks a bit more complex. Okay, there, this is the female. Okay, and this is the male flower. Okay, male flower, the bulb at the base is not so pronounced. Whereas for the female, it's much bigger. Okay, so you can compare the size. It's quite different. Okay. Yep. Okay. Am I going to let this female flower develop? Okay. Generally, I will let female flowers develop between the 9th and the 15 leaf nodes. How do we tell which are the leaf nodes? Okay, we count from the base of the plant. Okay, some parts are already cut off. It's where the big leaves are growing. So we count from the base. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so from the 9th leaf node and above, you can let the female flowers develop. Okay, it also depends on the height of the trellis. Because I'm using invisible grills, so I can let the plant climb much higher. so I usually let the melon develop slightly above the railing so that I can build a hammock and secure it later on. Okay, so the first female flower here, okay, is above the live leaf node, but then it's a little bit too far from the railing where I'm going to build the hammock later on to support the melon. So I'm going to not let this one develop into a melon plant, melon fruit. I'm going to pinch this off. Okay, I'm going to let either this one or other female melon flower to develop. Okay, these will be easier for me to secure. So where will you want the fruit to develop is entirely up to you. Okay, you position it at the place where at the location where it's easier for you to secure the melon fruit. Okay, for me it's slightly below the railing because this is where I will be building my hammock. Okay, my hammock to support the melon, because this one is actually too low, so it's a bit tricky for me to support. So I decide to prune it off, okay, and let the ones that's a bit closer to the railing to grow later. This is what I usually do. So for you, it's up to you whether in between above the line leaf node you can start to let the fruit develop, the flower develop. So you can support it depending on the height of the trellis. Okay, and also another thing on why I prune this melon flower is because I feel that this plant is not mature enough. Okay, I would like it to grow bigger, okay, with more leaves before I let the melon fruit develop. Okay, because the bigger leaves, more leaves, bigger leaves will let me have a better quality fruit. Okay, because we need the big leaves to photosynthesize, to produce the sugars, to have a better quality and sweeter melon. Okay, so for me now I think this melon plant is still not big enough. Okay, I don't want it to start developing the fruit at this point in time, so I'm going to let it grow a bit bigger before I let the fruit develop. So probably the later female flowers. Okay, I will see how the plant grows. Okay, if it's taller, once it's taller, bigger, okay, then I'll let the fruit develop. Okay, yeah, so this is how I do my secondary pruning of my melon plant. Okay, thank you, bye.